Harry Belafonte had a lot to say to Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama in 2005. This is him at the Black Caucus conference in 2005. So he just got done saying, he was quoting Martin Luther King saying, I don't know what, we're integrating into a burning building. If that's the culmination of the civil rights movement, we get integrated. He says, I'm getting integrated into a burning building. And what do? When you go into a break, I guess we got to become firemen. That's what Harry Belafonte just said. We got to go out in the streets, and I got to be a fireman, and I know where to point my hose. And what that means is we got to get out in the streets, just like Martin Luther King did with his movements, the bus boycotts, the marches. That's what changed things. Maybe we got to do strikes. Maybe we got to do we got to do something. We have to take our country back from the oligarchs. Harry Belafonte's laying it down in 2005. He just said, what, I don't know if there's anything worth saving inside the Democratic Party. And here we are again. They just elected Chuck Schumer to be their Senate leader. They've learned jack shit. So here's what Harry Belafonte, here's the second part of what he had to say.
This country reveals its moral decay every day of its existence. Our prisons, the largest prison system in the world, are filled with those who are the victims of poverty. The women who are disenfranchised, young teenage mothers, are victims of poverty. Poverty is knocking at our door all day long. It sits in the mirror for us to look in every morning. When we look at what's going on with the schools in this country, we build more prisons than we build schools. We have more young black men and women in the prisons of America than we have in the universities. Poverty is in our face all day long. Why is everybody behaving all of a sudden like this is some great revelation?
He is here? Yeah. Are they both here right now? Yeah.
So there he is laying it down, and he's doing it in front of Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. This is in 2005. We have the biggest prison apparatus the world has ever seen right here. And who do we put in prison? Poor people, poor black and brown people. Blacks make up 13% of the population, 40% of the prison population. That's under Obama. That's under Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton exploded the prison population, building more schools than we're building more prisons than schools.
But at least they were able to give access to young mothers who had children who may be struggling financially.
And they got welfare at the same time they passed NAFTA, so they took your job, sent it overseas, they gutted welfare, and they exploded the prison population. And Harry Belafonte's saying that right now. I don't know if there's anything left saving in the Democratic Party. That's what he said.
So are you telling me that when Bill Clinton left office and he had all this surplus of money, it was because he got it on the backs of the working class?
He got in a
poor?
bubble. There was a bubble, Steph. The whole goddamn economy is built on bubbles now. So Bill Clinton rode the dot-com bubble. That's what he rode. And they deregulated Wall Street, and Bill Clinton, they crashed the economy within 10 years after he did that. They took the New Deal banking regulations and threw them out the window. And guess what happened? The banks, immediately the crooks took over. They stuffed their pockets with taxpayer money while crashing the economy. And Barack Obama came and gave them a big kiss and told the workers to go fuck off. And when Occupy Wall Street happened, he let Democratic mayors tell union cops to go crack their fucking heads in because Wall Street doesn't want those people out there anymore. And you wonder why they lost. You wonder why they lose to Donnie Tynahan's monster. And they're still doing it. And this is back in 2005 he's saying this. Poverty. You don't need Donald Trump to have 40% of the prison population to be African American. It already is. That was thanks to Bill Clinton.
And I'll tell you something, there's a lot of people out here who are really pissed off. We are angry, we're upset, we're sad. We hold our children, we wheel our wheelchairs, we look around for some comfort, and we don't find any. Well, we have to look to ourselves, because I think the last frontier of truth and hope in this country are the people themselves.
That's it. So this is a week where we saw the Democrats go back to the same old shit, elect Chuck Schumer.
That is unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. They think that's the way to get to beat Donald Trump is to get back in bed with the biggest Wall Street whore in the Democratic Party.
Not just that, but the guys whose strategy idea is why they lost.
Hey, Chuck Schumer.
Like we talked in a previous video, he was like, "Oh, don't worry, we got the working." No, the working class feels completely disconnected from you, and you don't even realize it. That's why she lost Ohio, Pennsylvania, Michigan. That's why, and that cost the election.
And Harry Belafonte saying it's up to us because it ain't up to the Democrats. The Democrats are backing Chuck goddamn Schumer. You got to be out of your minds. They are. So it's up to us to take our government back. And now there's an ugly face on government. So it's going to be a lot easier. Barack Obama put half the people to sleep while he pushed his corporate neoliberalism bullshit. And people defend it. People go, he's my favorite president. He's a failure. We got Trump after him. He's a failure. He did nothing to address the systemic problems of our government. 40% African Americans in prison, the biggest prison apparatus the world has ever seen. In the richest country in the world, half the country's poor in the richest country in the world. Half the people can't get health care in the richest country in the world. We go bankrupt. We pay twice as much for our health care than the rest of the world in the richest country in the world because our government is so goddamn corrupt, and Barack Obama did bupkis to fix that fucking corruption. Nothing. He put people who were supposed to be regulating the industries from the industries in charge of it. He did it. He's pushing TPP still, Barack Obama. And that's what Harry Belafonte says. Fuck the Democrats. It's up to us. And that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to, I have an idea to, I want to see if it's feasible to unionize the Walmart workers. Why don't we start with Walmart in California? Let's see if we can unionize all those workers. Let's see. That's an idea I have. I don't know. I know some union organizers. I'm going to talk to them about it. That's the kind of shit we need. We need strikes. We need bus boycotts. We need stuff that hurts people. I mean, the machine hurts the machine. And that's what we got to do. Spontaneous protests are sprouting up all over the country because now there's an ugly face on government. Maybe that'll help because Barack Obama's not around to put us asleep. By the way, Barack Obama's his last big act as he exits is to let the one minority lower on the social ladder than him get their heads cracked in by cops at the behest of his donors. That's his legacy.
Well, and those Dakota Access protests, though, are costing the oil and gas companies $100 million. They are working.
They are costing them money?
They are costing them money. It came out this morning. They are costing them around $100 million because they're not getting those permits. So they are working.
So Harry Belafonte knows the Democrats, just like Kshama Sawant said, the Democratic Party's a graveyard for our movements. They work against our movements. They work against $15 minimum wage. They work against unions. They sell them out. They don't stand up for unions. They don't stand up for workers. The Democrats. We're going to have to stand up for ourselves. We're going to have to stand up for ourselves. Right now, they just elected Chuck goddamn Schumer to lead them in the Senate. It's the same shit over and over and over. The Democratic Party seems to be as dead as a doornail to me.